over here at Morristown Methodist Church. It is our midweek 12:15 devotion time. I don't know about you, but the last week has been a learning experience for me. Uh, I think sometimes as we go through life, things are said and done, and really got to pray about it. And it's unique how God works too in some seasons of life and how it goes. As we here have been going through a book for a while on 365 essential questions for the Bible, but we've shifted a little bit to more localized devotions. Pertaining to our community here, right here in Morristown, to the greater Indianapolis area, to even a little bit of what's going on in world news and currency and how we need to be in prayer for those things. But I think we've kind of shifted a little bit here and there. And today is probably more of a overview of just talking about prayer as we start this Sunday a new sermon series called Pray and Go. Pray and Go, and it's based off of this book right here by Thom S. His book Pray and Go. It's short. It's a practical book designed to help churches, and it not only helps churches, it helps you take the gospel, because it takes the gospel beyond the walls of the church. And we always talk about how do we grow, how do we do so? It's what this says here, your invitation to becoming a Great Commission Christian, right? So this book, it is a simple book but powerful. Walk, pray, go book. 30 days. Believers are encouraged to walk through their community, pray for the people in the homes and businesses, and then look for opportunities to share Christ. It's a tool for awakening even congregations to mission in every day, but it may even wake you up to say, man, I want to be on mission for Jesus, or I want to be on Team Jesus. And so really the core themes of this book, and even the core themes maybe you can take away from this for you, if you don't even own this book, you don't have this book, the first idea is prayer comes first. Prayer is the starting point. It's the starting point of all evangelism. All what we do is prayer. Praying for the neighbor softens our hearts. It opens to the movement of God, God's movement. And then seeing people like Jesus does. See, many Christians walk past hurting, lonely, or lost people without noticing. In this book, emphasize seeing people with compassion and urgency, just as Jesus did in Matthew 9:36. Simple obedience, not complicated programs, right? We don't need all these complicated programs. And I'm not saying we can't have these things, but evangelism isn't about massive strategic strategies or events. Strategic events, it's not about all these massive things. It's about ordinary believers taking small steps of faith, praying, walking, greeting, caring, and sharing. Praying, walking, greeting, caring, and sharing. Overcoming fear and excuses. See, Rayner addresses common barriers like fear of rejection, busyness, or not knowing what to say. See, the solution is that trusting God's Spirit to guide and simply begin with prayer. That's what it is. And then prayer walking as a lifestyle, right? Praying go can be done individually, like I said earlier, in small groups, or as our whole church, or as a whole church. See, it's flexible. Walking around neighborhoods, workplaces, schools, or community centers. And then the power of the presence, right? Just showing up, walking the streets, being visible, caring enough to stop and pray communicates Christ's love. You see, when opportunities arise, believers should be ready to share the hope of Jesus. So here's the structure. Even if you don't have this book, maybe you can structure your 30 days, because this book is written for a 30-day devotional journey. And each short readings includes a scripture, a brief teaching and reflection, a prayer focus, and a challenge to act, like praying for 5 homes, noticing people in need, or initiating a simple conversation. Because we at Morristown Methodist Church want to be a church that's connecting our community to Jesus. And I do think it's simply by starting with praying and going, having that invitation to becoming a Great Commission Christian. So here's my takeaway this morning, this midday for you. Pray and Go is not about adding another program to you or the church. It's not. It's simple reading. It's simple time. It's about cultivating a missional mindset. It's a missional mindset where prayer becomes the foundation. The community becomes the mission field. And every believer becomes a missionary right where they live. We are all called to be followers of Jesus. We are called to spread the gospel. We're all ministers of that in all shape or form, because we're all missionaries on mission for Team Jesus. So I would invite you to take time in these next 30 days. If you don't have this book, you can probably get it. It's by Thom S, and it's Pray and Go. Maybe it may even have it on a Kindle. But what's cool about this book, like I said, at the end of each chapter, they have a little spot on here that you can see that it says, sign and date when you have completed the first day of the 30-day challenge to become a Great Commission Christian. Name and date. Now, we as a church are giving this to your whole families, for your families to do. So, maybe you may not want to write your name in it, or maybe you're one that you may have a journalization of this and you write down week 1 and sign date it, because maybe you're thinking, after we're done with this 30 days, I think I know somebody else who I want to give this to. So we want an opportunity to become those praying goers in that Great Commission Christian. And so we also, again, like I said, here at Morristown Methodist Church, are going through a series starting this Sunday, the 7th, Pray and Go. And in this Sunday, we're going to start with the heart that sees. Again, Matthew 9:36 through 38. But we're going to invite you, your friend, your neighbor. 9:30 in Coffee and Donuts, chill time, come connect. 10:30 our worship experience right in our sanctuary. We'd love to see you, your friend, your neighbor here connected. And hey, may your day be blessed.